We're going to bring on your next act. Can we get the applause going? Whoop and cheer for Brian Boyko!
All right, howdy, y'all. As you get, probably can tell, I'm not from around these parts. I'm what my doctor calls morbidly American. Yeah, it's worse than that. I'm Texan. Texas is the America of America. So, show of hands, who here has gained weight during lockdown? I see a few. Yeah, gained a bit of weight during lockdown myself. Back in Texas, I used to be a jockey, you know. I know what you're thinking. No, I wasn't a racing jockey. I was what you call a motivational jockey. You know, after a horse runs real slow in a race, you just sidle up to them and go, "Hey, tenderfoot, you were kind of lagging back there. Do you really think you want to go riding with old Slim?" Had to stop doing that. I don't know if you've ever seen a horse deliberately try to break its own leg, but it ain't pretty. Got transferred over to the rodeo. Started out as a rodeo clown, but goddamn, I couldn't fit in those tiny little barrels. Eventually had to do the next best thing, which was to become a rodeo magician. Basically, the rodeo clown distracts the bull. Rodeo magician mystifies him, stops him in its tracks, wondering how the hell I pulled the 8 of spades out of the horse turd. Look, a good rodeo magician never gives away his rodeo secrets, but the real hard part of that is getting the horse to eat the 8 of spades the morning of. Not really a problem for old Slim, though. Anyway, I moved to London now from Texas because I just got tired of the gun violence. I hate gun violence. So I live in Newisham now because I love knife crime. Seriously, if you like, to someone who lives in a gun violence culture, knife crime is fucking quaint. Man jumps out at you from the bushes wearing a balaclava and a powdered wig. You know, "Stand and deliver your coin purse, good man, lest I cut you from tickle gizzard to pleasure pivot with yon switching blade. Now, don't be cheese paring me. I want to see every last farthing and halfpenny." I don't know why you all are laughing. That's how you talk. Anyway, I'm not too worried about getting stabbed. I mean, you got to get pretty deep in on me before you start hitting something vital. The one thing I don't like about having to move to London is now I got to deal with seasonal depression. Because Texas don't have a winter. Texas's seasons are spring, summer, and extra crispy. So yeah, last year during lockdown was the absolute worst. I barely had the motivation to put up the Christmas noose. I'm kidding. I don't know how to tie a noose. I'd have to use a clip-on noose. You know, like they make for a little kid. Love that reaction. I did try to Google how to tie a noose, but when you type that into Google, it just comes back with the numbers for the Samaritans. And they don't know either. By that point, Amazon was getting in on the act. Based on their browsing history, they were recommending rat poison. I qualify for a free Kindle copy of London's Tallest Accessible Roofs if I sign up for Prime. Worst one of all is Microsoft. Clippy pops up. "Hey, it looks like you're writing a suicide note. Would you like to use one of our many templates?" But yeah, you don't really have to worry about me. I mean, I'm not actively suicidal. Passively suicidal, on the other hand, I mean, we've all had that, you know, not the you kind of drive your car off the cliff, more like you just don't wear your seatbelt. The days you don't jump in front of the train, but you also don't really mind the gap. It's when you stop checking the hygiene ratings on your Uber Eats. That's where we're at right here. So anyway, you don't really have to worry about me. I fully intend to die of natural causes, eaten by wolves. It will be fucking epic. Oh, geez. Well, I got good news and bad news. Bad news is that I've got a little bit too much time at the end of my material. Good news is that now you get to see how a Texan does crowd work.